All right, what's up, Who That Nation? Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host, CB. And as you can see in the background, I'm currently on a road trip, so I won't be on here long. I just want to chop up the terrible loss we gave up Sunday. I couldn't believe in my wildest dreams that we would get swept by the Panthers, but that's where it is. That's where the team stands at. It's a lot of work we got to do this offseason. So, like I said, I'm not going to hit on everything. I just want to chop up this game. We can clearly see that offensively, we got some huge issues that needs to be addressed heading into the offseason. And I'm going to start with Coach DA. Coach DA is looking like he's coming back. So I think we just need to accept the fact that he's going to be our coach in 2023. Keep on whining about him. I mean, it is what it is. He's coming back. A lot of us want him gone, but he's going to be back. So we just got to deal with it. Hopefully the man can get things done in this offseason. Free agents, man, they attracted to, an organization that wants to win, unless it's money. With free agents, usually they go chase the money. But in this situation, we don't have the biggest bag. We got to get on the cap along with, got to be able to sell free agents to come to your squad. Last offseason, we was in better position, in my opinion, to sell some of these free agents on. But this offseason, I don't know what's going to attract them to New Orleans. I doubt it's going to be DA, but we will see. We will see what type of pitches they're going to have, and hopefully we can get some guys. But what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm gonna talk about this game a little bit, but just moving forward, I'm going to go live with a live show tomorrow night. But it's a lot of things we got to address. So how I'm going to do this is just chop it up in sections and just have shows based off of that. I'm not about to have one show talking about free agency, coach situation with Sean. I'm not going to talk about all those things in one show. So for us to get the best discussion out of everything that's ahead of us, I believe it's best just to, do sections at a time. So tomorrow night, most likely we'll start off with the situation with Sean Payton. I believe that's the first thing that's going to be on the board. Free agency, that's all the way in March. So Sean Payton, that's really the first thing on the list. Since DA coming back, that was the first thing, but he's going to be back. So we already know that. So now, what's the deal with Sean? What type of compensation we're going to be able to get? That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night. So as far as the game, to say that the team knew we was out of the playoffs and, we just kind of, a game they just went out there and really didn't give their heart. I don't believe that. I believe the type of offensive woes that we saw in that game, it has been rearing its head um, a lot during this season, especially on the offensive side. We clearly seen that Andy Dalton should not be the guy moving forward, and it's nothing, no knock against him. I believe he needs to be our backup going into next season. I believe we can bring him back as a backup. He'll be a hell of a backup for us if we need him. Somebody go down, but to have that man out there starting 2023, there's no way we should see that man running out on the field unless our QB1 has been hurt, whoever that may be. But yeah, offensively, man, it just concluded that game that we're not explosive. Um, we know that we had something with Taysom and Kamara with the ground game. We utilized both of them. We got something going with that. But, as far as explosive offense, it's a boring offense. offense, and a lot of that has to do with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, he gonna make the safe decisions, and we're seeing that a lot this season. I think he had like maybe 2 games where he was like 21 or 24, over 250 passing yards. He's had a couple great games, but doing that on a consistent basis, going for 250 plus, those multiple games. I know the Eagles game, he didn't even throw over 100 yards, and then his past game, I don't think he reached 100 yards. So things like that, we can't expect to be a contender in this league with our QB not even throwing over 150 yards consistently. And like I said, that's not a knock against Andy. We all know he's a backup quarterback at this point in his career. But that's a DA question. We really can't answer that, man. That's a DA question. Why was he in there that long? But according to him, he said that Andy gave the team the best chance to win. We all have our opinions on that, but anyway, yeah, offensively, we didn't see nothing offensively in the receiving game. The ground game was good. AK had a good game. Rushing, I forgot what his final numbers was, but he had an excellent game. The offensive line done exceptional. Trevor Penning, he had some good blocks. I know he went out with an injury. I think it was a foot injury, but hopefully he can go into the off season. Took um, the little experience he had his first year and coming to the second year ready to go because we're gonna need him at left tackle. Far as receiver, hopefully he heals up, come back ready to go. I think it's gonna be his contract year this next season. But with Andrews Pete, guys like that, I believe he is a candidate that can be put in a trade. I don't know how much value he still has, but he's been in the past making multiple Pro Bowls, playing at a level that we really wasn't satisfied with. I mean, he's got better, Andrews Pete, but just little guys like that is some guys I believe we can throw in trade scenarios. Maybe help us in the cap. We'll see. Also, I'm still hitting on the game, but Michael Thomas, as we see, he restructured his deal. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he's on his way out. But it saved the team 14 mil. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. To say he's going to get traded, I highly doubt team is going to take a chance on him. I don't know what his numbers looking like, but he still got a healthy um, cap hit regardless of this restructured deal. So does a team take a chance on him knowing that he's played probably about what between 3 to 5 games in the past 3 seasons? We'll see. Will he return to Saint? We'll see. Um, that's pretty much it. The offensive side, what happened in that game. Just wanted to throw that Michael Thomas situation in there since that happened right before the game. Defensively, defensively, guys like Caden Ellis had a decent game. This is a guy we should bring back. I don't know what's going to be the deal with DeMario, but I know with Caden Ellis, this guy is definitely somebody we should bring back. And he shouldn't be nothing that's going to be hurting the cap re-signing him anyway. But I believe he should be brought back on this team, especially in the rotation piece, and possibly could compete for a starter. We don't know what DeMario might do if he coming back or not. But just say if he retires and we can't get us a good linebacker in free agency or the draft, he could be a possible candidate to start. We'll see. But Sam Darnold, this guy didn't even throw over 100 yards, and they won the ball game. Stuff like that, turnovers, it reared its head again. This is stuff that has to get addressed in the offseason. And that was some offensive issues. We had a chance to recover fumble in the end zone. We allowed them to recover that for the touchdown. We allowed um, them to recover another fumble that the team wasn't aware of. in that game as well. So, say a lot of things just reared its head back up. We did get on a 3-game win streak, but then final game, we didn't play well at all defensively. Held the Panthers to 10 points. Um, like I said, the defense played pretty solid, in my opinion. Really didn't nobody get off. But far as, let's say, Davenport is a guy that we pretty much know it's his last game in New Orleans. He really didn't show nothing the Panthers game along as the whole season. I believe he was fully healthy enough to give some good numbers, and he didn't. I think he finished with 2.5 sacks that definitely doesn't cut it for a bit long-term contract in New Orleans. So we'll see what they do with him, but other than that, the defense played exceptionally well. Will Lutz, I believe he was the majority of the reason we lost the ball game. He missed 2 kicks. One was, I think it was a 55-yarder. When you get to 50 plus yarders, with Will Lutz, we know that he's capable of making those consistently. But what about the 40-yarder? I think it was like 42 yards. He missed that. You know what type of game was being played? It was a tight ball game, and he missed that along with the 50-something field goal. So that's 2 field goals. You missed that game. I don't know what's going to be the deal with him moving forward. I don't believe they're going to do away with him. But he was very inconsistent this year. So coming into 2023, he definitely needs to tighten up. I say bring somebody in to compete with him because, this was definitely an inconsistent year for him. Definitely not the Will Lutz standards that we're accustomed to seeing. But other than that, man, just wanted to recap the game. That's pretty much it. Like I said, the game spoke for itself. Low-scoring game. Offensively, we definitely didn't see any type of explosiveness, points on the board. 7 points against the Carolina Panthers. I mean, come on. You gotta be kidding me. But it is what it is. We know what we got to address going into the offseason. Like I said, I'm going to hit on all those things coming up. I try to do 2 shows a week. Now it's the off season, and I pretty much know what state the Saints is in. Well, we're gonna start it off with tomorrow night. I don't know what time. Maybe it's gonna be late night, but gonna start off with the Sean Payton news. I'm gonna bring up some scenarios. The teams that's already called. See what type of range they're in with the draft, because draft picks is gonna be a part of the trade. Or does he go back to Fox? I mean, I believe that could be a possibility. I don't think he's just going to, just go to a team. Just go to a team. As we all know, Sean is arrogant. So I don't think he's going to be a yes man, that much to anybody except maybe the owner. But I don't think he's going to be that much of a yes man. He likes control. So will these teams allow him to have that? We'll see. But that's pretty much it. Who That Nation. Said, man, you guys please like, subscribe, follow the page, and be on the lookout for some more night show talking about the Sean Payton news. It's the WDN Chatline podcast, and I'm out. Who that?